My child, are you ready? Truly ready? For November 1st. Because something is coming. Something big. Something that will shake the ground beneath you. Something that will test everything you believe about yourself, about your life, about the world around you. And if you're sitting there, wondering what I'm talking about, then listen closely. That little spark of curiosity in your heart right now? That's not by chance. That's me. That's my voice calling you, pulling you closer, urging you to pay attention. This moment, this message, it's not random. It's divine. It's meant for you. And if you ignore it, if you turn away, you might miss the one thing that could save you from what's waiting just around the corner. Let me ask you again, my child. Are you ready for what's coming on the horizon? Because it's not just a day. It's not just a moment. It's a turning point. A shift so powerful, it will carve a line between who you are now and who you're meant to become. But here's the part that might make your heart skip a beat. The thing that's coming, the thing that's moving toward you like a storm gathering strength, it's not what you expect. It's not a person. It's not a place. It's not even something you can see with your eyes. But oh, you'll feel it. You'll feel it deep in your bones, in the quiet spaces of your soul where truth lives. And when it arrives, it will either lift you higher than you've ever been or leave you broken if you're not prepared. So, my child, I need you to listen. I need you to hear me now, because this is not a warning you can brush aside. This is not a story you can forget by tomorrow. This is about you. This is about your life. This is about the path you're walking and the forces circling around you, some seen, some unseen, some sent to help you, and others sent to pull you down. But don't be afraid. Not yet. Because fear only wins when you let it. And I'm here to make sure you don't. Let's go somewhere together, my child. Close your eyes for a moment and picture this. A quiet street, late in the afternoon. The sun is low, painting the sky in shades of gold and gray, like a canvas torn between light and shadow. The air is still, almost too still, like the world is holding its breath, waiting for something to happen. A woman walks alone down the street. She's not young, not old, but her steps are heavy, as if she's carrying a weight no one can see. Her hands are empty, but her heart is full, of questions, of doubts, of something she can't quite name. She passes by a small shop, its windows cluttered with odds and ends, things forgotten by time. Something catches her eye. She stops. She doesn't know why, but she feels it. A pull. A whisper. Not from the shop, but from somewhere deeper, somewhere beyond. She steps inside. The air smells of dust and old wood, like memories left to gather cobwebs. The shelves are lined with things, old books with cracked spines, chipped mugs that once held someone's morning coffee, trinkets that tell stories no one remembers. But her eyes land on something else. A small box, plain and worn, sitting in the corner like it's been waiting for her all along. She picks it up, turns it over in her hands. It's heavier than it looks, cold to the touch, like it's been untouched for years. Her fingers tremble as she opens it, not because she's afraid, but because she knows, somehow, she knows, this moment matters. Inside, there's a single object. Not a knife, not a weapon, but something small, something ordinary. A key. Just a key. No label, no note, no explanation. But when she holds it, the room feels different. The air grows thick, like it's pressing against her skin. Her heart beats faster, a rhythm she can't control. She doesn't know what this key unlocks, but she knows it's hers now. She knows it's meant for something. something big. And that, my child, is where it begins. That key, that moment, that woman, it's all connected to you. Not in a way you can trace with your mind, not in a way you can point to and say, this is it. But in a way your soul understands. Because that woman, she's not just anyone. She's a piece of the puzzle. A thread in the tapestry of what's coming. And on a day not far from now, that key will find its lock. That moment will find its purpose. And you, my child, will be standing at the center of it all. But let me be clear, because I don't want you to misunderstand. This isn't about a key made of metal. This isn't about a shop on a quiet street or a woman you might never meet. This is about something bigger. Something that's been moving toward you for longer than you realize. You see, my child, your life is not a series of accidents. It's not a string of random days stitched together by chance. Every moment, every choice, every step you've taken has been leading you here. To this message. To this warning. To this truth. And what's coming, what's waiting just beyond the edge of your understanding, is not meant to destroy you. It's meant to wake you up. Let's talk about it, my child. Let's talk about what's really coming. Because it's not a storm of thunder and lightning, crashing through your life like a hurricane. It's not a fire that burns everything in its path, leaving nothing but ashes. It's quieter than that. More subtle. More dangerous. It's a moment of truth. A moment when everything you've been hiding from, every fear, every doubt, every lie you've told yourself, will step into the light. It will stand before you, not as an enemy, but as a mirror. And in that moment, you'll have a choice. To face it or to run. To rise or to fall. To become who you were always meant to be or to stay where you are, trapped in the shadows of what could have been. But here's the part that might make you pause, might make your breath catch in your throat. The one who brings this moment to you, the one who carries it like that woman carried the key, they won't know what they're doing. They won't mean to hurt you. They won't mean to challenge you. They won't even realize the weight of what they're carrying. But they will. They'll walk into your life, maybe a friend, maybe a stranger, maybe someone you've known for years, and they'll say something, do something, show you something that cuts deeper than you thought possible. Not because they want to, but because they're meant to. Because that's how truth works. It doesn't always come gently. Sometimes it comes like a blade, sharp and sudden, slicing through the lies you've wrapped around yourself. So who is this person? Who is the one holding the key to this moment? I know you're asking that. I can feel your heart racing, your mind searching for a face, a name, a clue. But listen, my child, I'm not going to give you a name. Not because I don't know, but because the name doesn't matter. Not yet. What matters is this: they're closer than you think. They're already in your orbit, circling your life like a star you haven't noticed in the night sky. They could be the person you laugh with, the person you trust, the person you pass by every day without a second thought. Or they could be someone new, someone who steps into your world like a spark in the dark, lighting everything up in a way you never expected. Let's pause here for a moment, my child, because I want you to feel this. I want you to think about the people in your life right now. Picture them. The ones who make you smile, the ones who frustrate you, the ones you barely notice. One of them is carrying this moment. One of them is holding the key, not because they chose it, but because it was placed in their hands. And when the time comes, when the lock is ready to turn, they'll hand it to you. Not with words, not with a grand gesture, but with something small. A conversation. A question. A look in their eyes that makes you stop and think. And in that moment, you'll know. You'll feel it. The truth will step forward, and you'll have to decide what to do with it. But here's the truth that might make you pause again. They're not the real force behind this. They're not the one pulling the strings. Just like that woman in the shop didn't choose the key on her own, this person in your life is being guided, moved, shaped by something bigger. Something that's been watching you, waiting for the perfect moment to step in. And no, my child, it's not me. Not this time. This is something else. Something that thrives in the shadows. Something that whispers in the quiet moments, planting seeds of doubt, of fear, of chaos. It's not a person. It's not a thing you can touch. It's a force. A shadow. A lie that dresses itself up as truth. Let me paint another picture for you, my child, so you can see it clearly. Imagine a room, dimly lit, the kind of place where the air feels heavy, like it's holding secrets it doesn't want to share. The walls are old, cracked, stained with time. There's someone there, sitting in the corner, their face hidden in the shadows. You can't see their eyes, but you can feel them watching. Their hands move in patterns you can't understand, like they're weaving something invisible, something powerful. They're speaking, but not out loud. Their words are silent, slipping into the world like smoke, curling around the hearts of those who listen without knowing. This is the force that's been watching you. Not with eyes, but with intent. Not with hands, but with power. It's been studying you, learning your weaknesses, waiting for the moment when you're not looking, when you're tired, when you're distracted, to slip into your life through someone else. This shadow, my child, it's clever. It doesn't come at you with a roar. It doesn't announce itself with trumpets or flashing lights. It moves quietly, carefully, like a thief in the night. It finds the cracks in your heart, the places where you doubt yourself, where you feel small, where you wonder if you're enough, and it slips in. It whispers things like, "You can't do this. You're not ready. You're alone." And it does it so softly, so subtly, that you might not even notice. You might think those thoughts are yours. But they're not. They're the shadow's voice, trying to dim your light, trying to keep you from the truth that's waiting for you. And that's what makes this so dangerous, my child. Because this shadow doesn't fight with fists or weapons. It fights with thoughts. With words. With moments that seem small but carry a weight you can't ignore. It's the argument that comes out of nowhere, the misunderstanding that cuts deeper than it should, the choice that seems right but leads you somewhere wrong. And on this day, this moment that's coming, it will use someone close to you to deliver its message. Not because they want to hurt you, but because they don't even know they're being used. But don't be afraid. Not yet. Because here's the part one need you to hear. You are stronger than this shadow. You are brighter than its darkness. You are more powerful than its lies. Because inside you, my child, there's a light. A light I placed there before you were born. A light that no shadow can touch, no matter how hard it tries. And when this moment comes, when this truth steps into your life, that light will be your shield. It will be your strength. It will be the reason you don't just survive, you rise. Let's talk about that light for a moment, my child, because it's important. It's not something you have to search for. It's not something you have to earn. It's already there, burning inside you, even when you can't feel it. It's in the way you keep going, even when life feels heavy. It's in the way you smile, even when your heart is aching. It's in the way you choose to love, to hope, to believe, even when the world tells you to give up. That light is your power. That light is your truth. And that light is what the shadow fears most. Think about it, my child. Think about the times in your life when you felt that light. Maybe it was a moment when you stood up for yourself, when you said no to something that wasn't right for you. Maybe it was a time when you helped someone else, when you gave without expecting anything in return. Maybe it was a quiet moment, just you and your thoughts, when you felt a peace you couldn't explain. Those moments, those sparks, they're proof of the light inside you. They're proof that you're stronger than you know, braver than you feel, more powerful than you realize. And the shadow knows this. It knows your light is its enemy. That's why it's moving now. That's why it's whispering. That's why it's trying to find a way in. Because every time you shine, every time you step into your truth, every time you choose yourself, the shadow grows weaker. It can't stand in the presence of your light. It can't survive where your faith grows. It can't win where your love reigns. So let's talk about what you need to do, my child. Because this isn't about sitting back and waiting for the storm to hit. This is about preparing. This is about standing tall. This is about looking into that mirror when it comes and seeing not just your fears, but your strength. Your purpose. Your truth. And I'm going to show you how, step by step, so that when this moment arrives, you're not just ready, you're unstoppable. First, you need to look at yourself. Really look. Not at the person you show the world, not at the mask you wear to get through the day, but at the truth of who you are. Ask yourself this: what are you carrying? What fears, what doubts, what lies have you let settle in your heart? Because those are the cracks the shadow will try to slip through. Those are the places it will try to strike. So take a moment, right now, and be honest. What are you afraid of? What's holding you back? What's keeping you from stepping into the light that's waiting for you? Maybe it's a fear of failing. Maybe it's a voice in your head that says you're not enough. Maybe it's a memory, a moment from your past that still stings when you think about it. Maybe it's a relationship that's draining you, a job that's dimming your spark, a choice you regret. Whatever it is, name it. Call it out. Because the moment you name it, it loses its power. The moment you see it for what it is, a lie, a shadow, a trick, it can't control you anymore. And that's the first step, my child. Seeing the truth. Not the truth the world shows you, not the truth someone else tries to sell you, but the truth that lives inside you. Let me give you an example, my child, to make this real. Imagine a young man, let's call him Eli. Eli's been carrying a weight for years, a fear that he's not good enough. It started when he was a child, when someone he trusted told him he'd never amount to anything. Those words stuck, like a splinter in his heart, and over time, they grew into a lie he believed. Every time he tried something new, a job, a dream, a relationship, that voice whispered, "You'll fail. You're not enough." And sometimes, he listened. Sometimes, he stopped trying. But one day, Eli looked in the mirror. Not at his reflection, but at his truth. He named that fear. He called it what it was, a lie. And in that moment, something shifted. The splinter loosened. The weight lifted. And Eli started to see himself not as the boy who was told he'd fail, but as the man who could rise. That's what I'm asking you to do, my child. Look in the mirror. Name the lie. Call out the fear. And let it go. Because you are not your doubts. You are not your mistakes. You are not the shadows that try to hold you back. You are light. You are strength. You are purpose. Next, you need to protect yourself. Not with walls, not with distance, but with faith. Faith in yourself. Faith in the light you carry. Faith in me. Because I'm not just speaking to you now, I'm with you. I'm in every breath you take, every step you walk, every moment you choose to keep going. And when you lean into that faith, when you trust that you're not alone, the shadow can't touch you. It can try. It can whisper. It can scheme. But it can't win. Because my light is stronger. My love is deeper. My power is greater. So how do you protect yourself? You start by choosing. Choosing to believe in yourself, even when it's hard. Choosing to trust that you're here for a reason, even when the world tries to tell you otherwise. Choosing to stand up, even when you feel like falling. And you do it one moment at a time. One choice at a time. One step at a time. You wake up each morning and say, I am enough. I am strong. I am ready. And you mean it. You feel it. You live it. Let's make this practical, my child. Let's say you're facing a challenge right now, a decision, a conflict, a fear that's keeping you up at night. Maybe it's a job you're afraid to leave, even though it's draining you. Maybe it's a relationship that's pulling you down instead of lifting you up. Maybe it's a dream you've been too scared to chase. Whatever it is, here's what you do. Take a piece of paper. Write it down. Write the fear, the doubt, the thing that's holding you back. Be specific. Don't hide from it. Then, next to it, write one thing you can do today to move forward. One small step. Maybe it's having a conversation. Maybe it's saying no. Maybe it's taking a moment to breathe and remind yourself who you are. Whatever it is, do it. Because every step you take, no matter how small, is a victory. Every choice you make, no matter how quiet, is a spark of light that pushes the shadow back. And then, my child, you need to prepare for the moment itself. Because it's coming. It's not a question of if, it's a question of when. And when it arrives, it won't look like you expect. It might come as a conversation that catches you off guard. A decision you didn't see coming. A truth that makes your heart ache before it sets you free. But whatever it is, you'll know it when it happens. You'll feel it. And in that moment, you'll have a choice. To let it break you or to let it build you. To let it dim your light or to let it shine brighter than ever. So here's what you do when it comes. You breathe. You pause. You listen. Not to the noise around you, not to the doubts in your head, but to the quiet voice inside you. The one that's been there all along. The one that knows who you are. The one that's been waiting for you to listen. And when you hear it, you follow it. You trust it. You let it guide you through the storm, because that voice, my child, is me. It's the light I placed in you. It's the truth you were born to carry. Let me tell you a story to bring this home, my child. There was a woman named Sarah, who lived a life that looked perfect on the outside. A good job, a loving family, a home filled with laughter. But inside, Sarah was struggling. She felt like something was missing, like there was a piece of her she'd lost along the way. One day, a friend came to her with a question. It was a simple question, something about her dreams, about what she wanted from life. But that question hit Sarah like a wave. It made her stop. It made her think. It made her see the truth she'd been avoiding, that she'd been living for everyone else, not for herself. That moment, that question, it was her key. It was her turning point. And it hurt, my child. It hurt to face the truth, to see the gap between who she was and who she wanted to be. But Sarah didn't run. She didn't hide. She looked in the mirror, saw her truth, and chose to rise. She started making changes, small at first, then bigger. She started chasing her dreams, not someone else's. And today, Sarah shines. Not because her life is perfect, but because she's living her truth. That's what I'm asking you to do, my child. When the moment comes, when the key turns, don't run. Don't hide. Look in the mirror. See your truth. And choose to rise. And here's the beautiful part. When you do this, when you stand in your truth, when you let your light shine, the shadow doesn't just fade, it disappears. It can't stay where light lives. It can't survive where faith grows. It can't win where love reigns. And you, my child, are made of love. You are made of light. You are made of everything that shadow fears. So let me tell you what's going to happen when this moment comes. You're going to stand tall. You're going to look into that mirror, see the truth, and choose to rise. You're going to take the key that's been placed in your hand, not a key of metal, but a key of courage, of faith, of purpose, and you're going to unlock something new. Something powerful. Something that's been waiting for you all along. And when you do, the world will shift. Not just for you, but for everyone around you. Because your light doesn't just shine for you, it shines for others. It lights the way for those who are lost. It warms those who are cold. It heals those who are broken. And that person, the one who brings this moment to you, the one who carries the key without knowing it, they'll see it too. They'll see your light. They'll feel your strength. And maybe, just maybe, they'll find their own. Because that's how it works, my child. Your victory isn't just yours. It's a spark that sets the world on fire. A ripple that turns into a wave. A light that banishes the darkness, not just for you, but for everyone it touches. But let's go deeper, my child. Let's talk about the days leading up to this moment. Because it's not just about being ready when it happens, it's about being ready now. Today. This very second. Because the shadow is already moving. It's already whispering. It's already trying to find a way in. And the best way to stop it is to start building your strength now. To start shining your light now. To start living your truth now. So here's what I want you to do. Today, right now, take a moment to look at your life. Look at where you are. Look at how far you've come. Because you've already done so much, my child. You've faced challenges you thought would break you. You've walked through storms you thought would drown you. You've carried burdens you thought you couldn't bear. And yet, here you are. Still standing. Still breathing. Still shining. That's not an accident. That's not luck. That's you. That's your strength. That's your light. Think about it. Think about the moments when you thought you couldn't go on, but you did. Maybe it was a time when you lost someone you loved, and you thought the pain would never end, but you found a way to keep going. Maybe it was a moment when you failed at something important, and you thought it defined you, but you got back up. Maybe it was a day when you felt so alone, so small, so lost, but you found a spark of hope inside you and held on to it. Those moments, my child, they're not just memories. They're proof. Proof that you are stronger than you know. Proof that you are braver than you feel. Proof that you are more powerful than any shadow that tries to stand in your way.